Welcome, dear listeners, to History with Herodotus, where we delve into the fascinating tales of our collective past. Today, we embark on a journey to the land of the pharaohs to explore the captivating history of Memphis, ancient Egypt. As we traverse the sands of time, let us begin at the beginning and uncover the earliest whispers of this magnificent civilization. In the misty dawn of Egyptian history, around 3100 BCE, the Nile River Valley was a tapestry of small settlements and tribal communities. The annual flooding of the Nile brought nutrient-rich silt that made the surrounding land suitable for agriculture, supporting a growing population and enabling the development of complex societies. It was amidst this intricate weave that the city of Memphis began to take shape. Located on the banks of the Nile, near the modern-day village of Mitrahina, Memphis would eventually become the capital of ancient Egypt, a beacon of power, culture, and learning. As we imagine ourselves standing on the fertile plains of the Nile Delta, the air thick with the scent of lotus flowers and the sounds of chirping birds, we find ourselves in the presence of the earliest inhabitants of this region. The Neolithic peoples who first settled here around 5000 BCE laid the foundation for the emergence of a complex society. Their innovative farming techniques and tools allowed for a surplus of food, which in turn enabled the growth of specialized labor and the development of social hierarchies. As we continue to explore the origins of Memphis, we find ourselves in the presence of key figures who played a crucial role in its development. King Narmer, also known as Menes, is often credited with the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt around 3100 BCE, marking the beginning of the Old Kingdom period. His reign is notable for the introduction of new administrative systems and the establishment of trade relationships with neighboring regions. The city's growth during this period was also fueled by its strategic location, which allowed it to control the flow of goods and people along the Nile River. The Nile itself was a lifeblood, providing water, food, and transportation for the inhabitants of Memphis. The desert landscape that surrounded the Nile also played a crucial role in shaping the city's early history, as it provided a natural barrier against external threats and encouraged the growth of a distinct Egyptian culture. As we delve deeper into the earliest history of Memphis, we find ourselves in a period of significant cultural and artistic development. The city's early artisans were renowned for their skill in crafting intricate pottery, jewelry, and other decorative items. The use of hieroglyphics, which would become a hallmark of Egyptian writing, also emerged during this period, allowing for the recording of important events, myths, and legends. The great temple of Ptah, the patron deity of Memphis, was likely built during this time, serving as a center of worship and learning. The historical context of Memphis's emergence is deeply intertwined with the geography of the Nile River Valley. The city's early history was shaped by the interactions between the Nile, the desert, and the surrounding regions. Trade relationships with neighboring kingdoms, such as Nubia and Mesopotamia, introduced new ideas, technologies, and cultural practices that would influence the development of Memphis. As we near the end of our exploration of the earliest history of Memphis, we find ourselves at the threshold of a new era, one that would propel this city to unprecedented heights of power and glory. The stage is set for the rise of a magnificent civilization, one that would leave an enduring legacy in the annals of human history. Welcome back, dear listeners, to History with Herodotus, as we continue our fascinating journey through the captivating history of Memphis, ancient Egypt. As we find ourselves in the midst of the Old Kingdom period, around 2613 BCE, Memphis is thriving as the capital of ancient Egypt. The city's strategic location allows it to control the flow of goods and people along the Nile River, making it a hub of trade and commerce. The pharaohs of this era, including Djoser and Sneferu, are notable for their ambitious building projects, which include the construction of majestic pyramids, temples, and other architectural wonders. One of the most impressive achievements of this period is the development of a sophisticated system of government, which allows for the efficient administration of the vast Egyptian empire. The pharaohs are believed to be gods on earth, and their authority is absolute. However, they are also responsible for maintaining the delicate balance of nature and ensuring the fertility of the land. This complex system of governance is supported by a network of officials, priests, and scribes, who oversee the collection of taxes, the maintenance of public works, and the recording of important events. As we imagine ourselves walking through the bustling streets of Memphis during this era, we are surrounded by the sights and sounds of a vibrant city. The air is thick with the smells of fresh bread, roasting meats, and incense, while the sounds of merchants hawking their wares, children playing in the streets, and priests chanting in the temples fill our ears. We see skilled artisans at work, crafting intricate jewelry, pottery, and other decorative items, while farmers and laborers toil in the fields, tending to the crops that sustain the city. The Old Kingdom period is also notable for its significant cultural and artistic achievements. The Egyptians of this era develop a distinctive style of art, characterized by its use of hieroglyphics, symbolism, and realism. We see magnificent works of art, such as the statues of pharaohs and gods, the intricate reliefs that adorn the walls of temples, and the beautifully crafted jewelry that adorns the bodies of the elite. As we explore the history of Memphis during this era, we are struck by the sheer scale and ambition of the pharaohs' building projects. The pyramids of Giza, built during the reign of Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure, are some of the most impressive architectural achievements in history. These towering structures, which rise like giants from the desert sands, are a testament to the ingenuity, skill, and labor of the thousands of workers who constructed them. The period of Memphis's greatest triumphs is also marked by significant advances in science, technology, and medicine. The Egyptians of this era develop a sophisticated understanding of mathematics, astronomy, and physics, which allows them to construct elaborate calendars, track the movements of celestial bodies, and build complex machines. They also make significant progress in the field of medicine, developing effective treatments for a range of ailments and injuries. As we near the end of our exploration of Memphis's greatest triumphs, we are filled with a sense of wonder and awe at the achievements of this magnificent civilization. The city's rise to greatness is a testament to the power of human ingenuity, creativity, and perseverance. The stage is set for the final chapter in our journey through Memphis, ancient Egypt, as we explore the decline and legacy of this incredible civilization. Join us next time on History with Herodotus, as we uncover the fascinating story of how Memphis fell from greatness, and how its legacy continues to shape our world today. Welcome back, dear listeners, to History with Herodotus, as we continue our fascinating journey through the captivating history of Memphis, ancient Egypt. As we find ourselves in the midst of the First Intermediate Period, around 2181 BCE, Memphis is no longer the epicenter of a unified Egyptian empire. The collapse of the Old Kingdom has led to a period of instability and fragmentation, with various regional dynasties vying for power. The city's strategic location and rich cultural heritage continue to make it an important center, but its influence is now waning. One of the primary factors contributing to Memphis's decline is the shift in the Nile's flood patterns, which has led to a series of devastating famines and economic disruptions. The once reliable annual floods, which had sustained the city's agricultural prosperity for centuries, have become increasingly unpredictable, causing widespread hardship and instability. As we explore the history of Memphis during this era, we are struck by the significant changes that have taken place in Egyptian society. The traditional system of government, which had been based on the absolute authority of the pharaohs, is beginning to break down. Regional governors and nobles are asserting their independence, and the power of the priesthood is growing. The First Intermediate Period is also marked by significant cultural and artistic changes. The Egyptians of this era develop a new style of art, characterized by its use of more vivid colors, intricate details, and emotional intensity. We see magnificent works of art, such as the tomb paintings of the nobles and the elaborate funerary masks that adorn the faces of the deceased. As we delve deeper into the history of Memphis during this era, we are reminded of the city's enduring legacy. Despite its decline from greatness, Memphis continues to be an important center of learning, culture, and spirituality. The city's priests and scholars preserve the ancient traditions and knowledge of Egypt, while its artisans and craftsmen continue to produce works of breathtaking beauty. The Middle Kingdom period, which begins around 2040 BCE, marks a significant turning point in the history of Memphis. The city is once again reunited under a single ruler, and its cultural and economic influence begins to grow. The pharaohs of this era, including Amenemhat I and Senusret III, launch a series of ambitious building projects, which include the construction of new temples, palaces, and monuments. As we near the end of our exploration of Memphis's decline and legacy, we are filled with a sense of wonder and awe at the enduring power of this magnificent civilization. The city's rise to greatness, its decline from power, and its eventual transformation have left an indelible mark on human history. The city continues to evolve and adapt, shaping the course of Egyptian history for centuries to come. In the words of the ancient Greek historian Herodotus, the Egyptians, in their reverence for the past, have preserved the memories of their ancestors and have left behind a legacy that will be remembered for eternity. As we conclude our journey through the captivating history of Memphis, ancient Egypt, we are reminded of the significance of this incredible civilization and its enduring impact on our world today. Join us next time on History with Herodotus, as we explore new and exciting topics in the world of history. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.